everybody. How are you doing?
Hiya.
Hiya. How's it going? It's Saturday night and
Something.
Amy's gonna do a draw. Sleepy cat.
She snore.
She really does. She really does.
Also, long time no see, everybody.
Yeah, how's everybody doing? It's been a really long time since we've been doing this. Katie says we're very quiet.
You're very quiet.
Who's quiet, me or you?
It might have been me because I was away from the mic when I spoke. Specify.
No, you sound fine, says Beth. Katie doesn't know what you're talking about.
God, Katie.
Go, Katie. How's it going? It's been such a long time since I've done this that I've forgotten how to sit behind the mic, and it feels kind of uncomfortable to be looking over the microphone at the chat, but I'm sure I'll get over it.
Sure, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Should I
Should you?
tweet this live stream again, but with a link?
If you want.
Don't know if I'm bothered. It's not good for us, is it really? How is everybody doing? If you're in the... Okay, so the whole context for the Discord server that I was talking about earlier is that if you're on Discord, you probably noticed that there is a phishing scam going around.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're like, hey, get free nitro here, click this link, and the link is not to Discord, and you click the link and it hijacks your account.
Gross.
And it forces you to post that message in all of the servers that you're in and DMs it to all the people that you're friends with. And that has made it into our server. So what I was doing was going through and looking at all the channels. Thankfully, one of the mods was around to delete them, but I had to delete a few that they couldn't get in the channels and do. So
Yeah, be careful, guys.
yeah, don't click on shit.
No, especially if you don't know what it is.
Did it work? Am I fancy again? You are. Congratulations to Beth, who is once again a mod.
Yay!
I'm very proud. How's it going, everybody? Just gonna fiddle around with the mic again because it's
Is it making you uncomfortable?
I just don't know what I'm doing, you know. Just don't know what life's about. But there we go. Isn't that the truth?
So, Jenny Bud, what have you been up to today?
Today, I found myself with some free time, so I did 2 loads of laundry. I patched the holes in all of my jeans.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is productive.
And then I played Genshin Impact for,
Nice.
I mean, at least 3 hours.
You should tell me if you need another pair of jeans. I can get you jeans for half price.
Oh,
for
jeans
where I work.
discount.
So let me know and I can grab you some.
I'm trying to not
Buy.
stuff.
Yeah.
Both because I have discovered that I'm very good at like putting limitations on myself apart from for food. That is in its own separate category. So I don't know, maybe 3 years ago decided that I wasn't going to buy any new stuff.
Oh.
And I kind of haven't. Like the dress thing that I brought in Tesco, that impulse buy that I got with you, that is the first piece of clothing that I have brought myself.
Yeah, I must admit, you are really good at that. I'm awful for buying clothes.
And that is because I don't want to participate in fast fashion, and because I'm
Sensible.
poor.
Yeah. I keep getting overtaxed from my job, so I've got to deal with that, and I don't want to.
You really do have to deal with that.
I hate it. I hate that sort of stuff. Financial adulting scares me. Don't like it.
So I patched 3 pairs of jeans and I stitched a hole closed in a pair of Ollie's trackies, and then I played Genshin. And then here we are. I'm looking
Nice.
forward to this actually, because I haven't done this in ages. How about you? What did you've been watching scary movies today,
I
right?
literally have like struggled to find stuff to do today because like I wanted to save my drawing energy for tonight. Although I did do drawing earlier, but that was like for me. And I just kind of watched. I'm trying to finish The Walking Dead because I was like really into The Walking Dead a few years ago.
You and Jazz both being like super
on it, and then it kind of got a bit shit, so we stopped watching it. And
fair enough.
I really want to know because it's finished now, it's completely done, and I want to know what happens because I'm curious, and I've been forcing myself to watch that, and it's all right. It's
it's fine.
Yeah, it's quite cringy, because it's The Walking Dead.
I don't know. I have never seen.
You would hate it.
Yes, I know I would. That's why I have not seen a single second of it.
And I did that, and then I dug out my Switch and I played Animal Crossing for 10 minutes.
Oh, you did?
And
you actually play it? I thought you were just going to charge it, and maybe if you found the energy, you'd go back to it another day.
I turned it on. I looked at it. I ran around. I did a few things.
Yeah.
And then I thought about terraforming, and then I wanted to just not, so I stopped.
This is the thing, right? Now that the new update's coming, the big update, 2.0, I'm like, shall I trash my island?
I am literally so tempted to just start again.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't want to lose all my furniture, so what I might do is like borrow one of you guys to dump all my furniture on, while I like... Please, one of you, give me a corner so I can dump all my stuff that I want to keep in a corner, restart my island, restart my villages, and then come back, grab all my stuff, and then start again.
Fair dues. Amy's drawing at the moment, by the way. Amy's always, of the two of us, it's never me. Trust me, you'd know it was me.
I like your drawings, they have character.
Oh, thanks. That's a very, very polite way of saying that they're ugly.
But no, like legit, they have character.
That's like when you look at a baby and it's really ugly and you don't know what to say, so you just say it looks like the person whose baby it is.
He's got a cute personality.
Oh, your baby. He looks like just like you. That means your baby's ugly.
No, but I like that little like
the
chibi self.
The
little chibi self-portrait that you did ages ago. It was really funny.
Thank you. Yes, whenever I try to do art of any kind, I get sort of emotionally destroyed by the process. Lands, my island is being remodeled. I have loads of empty space if you want to use it for moving, says Matt.
Oh, hell yeah. I might actually take you up on that, dude.
The other thing about my island is that Ollie moved into it recently.
Oh, Ollie actually started playing?
Yes. He has played it for maybe 2 hours, so it's not like,
he's
like
not
a
really
big commitment. No.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have a Ko-fi alert, and I'm in the position to read it.
Whoa, is that what that noise is?
Yeah, sorry, I got the fucking ping noise on because Genshin doesn't work like that. Hello? This fucking, you got a Ko-fi. Yes, thank you, Bethy.
Bethu!
Bethu, that's the opposite of a meth. If only, there we go, it would open. Thank you. Click to see on Ko-fi. Oh, it's Ray. Thank you very much, Ray. It doesn't say how much it was, but the message is Monet, spelled Mone with an
Thank you
asno,
so much.
with an accent. Monet. Timothy Charmelet, however you say his name.
Thanks.
Did you know that they're making a new Willy Wonka movie?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Did you know that they're filming it in Lyme Regis?
Oh really?
Like a huge chunk of it was filmed in Lyme Regis.
Oh.
Which is where Ollie's from, and his mum was telling him today that they closed down the Cobb, which is like the harbour, and then they sprayed it with snow. Wow. So they're doing it in the winter time, and
is that stuff good for the environment or is it really bad for it?
It depends.
Well, like good relative is in will it harm the environment?
I think part of the reason it's so expensive is that they make an effort to make it not be.
I hope it's not damaging.
But I don't know because they just spray it off. So in this case, they just spray it straight into the sea.
Yeah, because the sea is already in jeopardy at the moment. So can we like not make it worse?
Everything we do is awful.
Yeah.
But his the snow starts at £10,000 a day.
Wow.
And that is if you want to cover the front of a house in snow, not an entire harbour.
Wow. That's like...
And that also does not include the crew. Like, if you're... So you run the snow company, right? The film set wants snow on the set. So you say, okay, let's say you want to cover the front of this house in snow. The smallest tanker that we do is £10,000. If you want the crew to come and spread on and spread off, which you do because we don't sell it in any other way, that will be an extra £5,000 per person per way.
That's like that reminds me of the dude who does all the snow who did all the snow for Game of Thrones, and like they had the same dude through all of the seasons, and he must have made a fucking fortune from all that shit, you know, and good for him.
Yeah. Anyway, hello to 23 people.
Hello.
Also hello to Ray, who is not in the chat. If you can hear me, Ray. Oh no, you are back there. Hello. Hiya. Last time I was in the realm to talk to you, Ray. You're on a boat, which sounds nice. I hope you had a nice boat time. Hey boo, how's it going?
Ubus.
You want to chat? No, you just want to scratch the table. Okay.
Thanks, cat.
It's not mine, so it's not a problem.
Yep. I watched her bedding today, and I got very hairy.
G'day to Nick from Australia. Speaking of Australia, I just started listening to Tony and Ryan, the podcast. Tony and Ryan's podcast, which is very, very good. I recommend it, Amy. I think you'd like it.
I probably would.
Because you watch stuff that I would consider the far end of that, like Loose Women.
Yeah, I don't know why I watch Loose Women.
Neither do I. I cannot imagine anything worse.
I mean, I
was using your laptop to edit a video that's coming out next week. And I had to look up an old video that we'd made in a similar format so I could check how we'd done the ending.
And you saw my YouTube history?
And I saw your YouTube homepage, and I was like, obviously, everybody else's YouTube homepage is a foreign land, but yours was like clips from Loose Women, and I was almost tempted to click on some of them. I'm like, these exist just to make me angry. Why are they here?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff like doesn't really bother me, like the stuff that they discuss, because you know they are sensible, because you know even though they are people from a completely different generation, they have very different views. They, in a way, a lot of them are quite progressive. Obviously, some of them aren't. I don't know. It's just good background noise, and I like listening to everyday discussion. I don't know why. It's like,
Boo's got a face in your boots.
Of course. Yeah, it's just like one of those things, you know. One of those weird things you wouldn't consider doing, but you
can't not.
Yeah.
So I recommend Tony and Ryan. It's good. It's good fun.
Yeah.
Billy, do you want to say hello to the people?
I just rubbed my hands and I think I had salt on my finger. Now I've got a salty eye. Ow.
What video was I editing? It'll come out on Tuesday.
You'll find out.
I'm
very excited because we've been making this for a
it's
long
taken a
time.
Month, hey, Kimberly.
Hiya.
I'm excited for that video.
It's very good.
I'm excited for the thing that I haven't started editing yet.
Is that the thing that we recorded the other day?
Yeah, Ollie's almost finished all of the audio.
Ooh.
You know when old people make a noise when they sit down? That's Boo.
Yeah. She always makes her old man noises.
And I don't know if she does it because she's like, sitting down, or if she's like, takes an opportunity to be like, hello, I'm over here.
I think it's that. It's always that.
It's that one.
She started yowling at 7 o'clock on the dot in the morning, and also 1 o'clock on the dot at night. Love it. The night one is particularly more annoying because it's always just as I'm about to go to sleep.
Why are you like this? What whiny baby. You just got out of a month of lockdown. Oh, that means you're from Melbourne, right, Nick? I'm guessing. 7 friends yesterday. That sounds so good. Like having people around.
Yeah, that's like when we were kind of allowed to like hang out again, and like even though we were at a distance, it was like yes,
the sweet release. Yeah. I remember Alex's birthday, which was so the way that the UK has handled the pandemic has been shocking. So we had the end of the first period of lockdowns, and it was Alex's birthday, and it was like you can go outside and be apart from each other, and you know here's all the rules. And we did that, and then on the way everybody was packing up to say goodbye, I made the executive decision that I needed a hug Matt really badly.
Yeah.
So I did, with his consent, and that hug was like the most. I didn't realize how badly I needed it until I was hugging him. Like deep in my soul. I was like, yes, humanity. I'm alive again. I can carry on.
I'm literally so like, I don't like the word touched up because I don't feel like I need it, but like I've like not been touched by another person in so long that when someone accidentally bumped into me, I'm like, ugh. Like, I'm disgusted. Like, you know what I mean? So weird.
Melbourne, we officially became the most locked down city in the world just before restrictions started easing.
Good.
Wow.
Sensible. I know it's annoying, but it's a sensible decision.
I also saw that Ted Cruz, who's some senator, you know, or...
Oh, yeah.
What's the other one?
I don't know.
Representative for Texas. Retweeted a video of the governor of the Northern Territory. I think he's the governor, which is a state in Australia. I'm talking up my arse here. Northern Territory is in Australia. Ted Cruz is from Texas. Ted Cruz retweeted that and was like, I can't believe you guys are vaccine mandates. I always thought, he said, I always considered Australia to be the Texas of the Pacific Ocean. And your COVID tyranny is now going too far.
COVID-tearing?
Tyranny.
Oh. COVID-tearing.
And the North, because in the North Territory, I don't know if this works, if every state in Australia has different mandates or whatever. I mean, I assume you do because you have different lockdowns. You have to, if you're in a customer facing job, you have to have the vaccine. If you're, and that's anything. That's hospitality, that's retail, that's construction, that's like obviously if you're a fucking doctor you have to have the vaccine.
Yeah, makes sense.
The North Territory officially responded to say, can you go fuck yourself? It was so satisfying.
Excellent.
Like, you talk about freedom, but we have been locked down a total of 8 days, and as a whole nation, we have 10% of the deaths that you do in Texas.
Yeah.
So can you fuck off, please?
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah. Yeah, Boo is... Oh, she's actually looking at me. Should I pick her up?
If you want. It's you who has to suffer the consequences.
The Texas of the Pacific Ocean. Like, America likes to pretend that it isn't a colonial entity, but it is, okay? She's near her bed. You want to be on the camera? Not on the camera. On the...
Come here.
Okay.
Free me. I love her grumpy meows. They're my favourite.
I'm also like continuously surprised at how late other people are getting their vaccines, because we had ours
ages ago now,
like several months ago. Ooh.
Yeah. We had ours nearly at the beginning of the year, right? Time is an illusion to me now. I have no idea where I am in life.
You had yours earlier than...
Oh yeah, I was the first one out of the whole group to have mine.
I think me and Ollie had ours in September. Oh, no, it must have been August? I don't fucking know.
I don't know. It was before Alex's birthday. When we all went to Alex's birthday, we were all vaccinated.
Well, what's wrong? Is this not what you wanted when you were making all that
Jenny,
noise?
when you ask what's wrong, it's just assume it's everything.
It is everything.
She sounds so desperate.
Yeah, well, you know, she's very desperate for attention, but then when you give it to her, she's not interested.
Although we had some nice cuddles earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What, you're only a lap cat for Amy?
Oh, obviously.
Well, that's just rude.
Help!
You want me to put you down? No. Okay then. Oh, I thought you were going to bed before I picked you up. What's wrong? Where are you going? Don't just sit behind me. What if I roll you with the chair?
She's like, then let it be.
I will have been sacrificed on the pillar of entertainment.
God, imagine the noise. You would know you'd done it.
Boo's two moods are: why is no one loving me, and do not perceive me.
Yeah, literally.
There is no in between.
If like there was a creature that could represent her owner in the best way, it's Boo. Boo and me are the same person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes you say things to no one or to her, like, why you like this, for example. And I'm sitting in the room being like, because of you. Like, you made her this way.
Yeah, well, I mean, 17 years of ownership, you know. Characteristics and all. Boo is an old lady.
She's an old lady. Man, look at that. All these people getting their vaccines. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. See, now she's going to lie in the hallway and be a drama queen.
Yeah, of course. This is how it is.
I picked you up. I held you in my arms. What else do you want?
If you're wondering why I'm drawing Hellboy, by the way, or Hell Lady, or whatever you want to call her, is because I watched Hellboy the other day and I was like, I like this concept. I want to draw it in my way. Also, the new Hellboy is like, obviously it's dumb because it's Hellboy, but it's so gory. There's so much gore in this new Hellboy movie. Jenny doesn't know because you refuse to watch anything gory.
Yeah, I really struggle with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, you know.
Like, Castlevania, for example, is really...
Oh my
I
god!
watched one episode of that, and I... Just because it was, you know...
Why not?
Yeah, see what it's like. And I appreciate that for some people it, like, adds something, but I can't separate... You know, when I was a kid, my mum used to always say to me that, like, video games teach you violence, right?
Yeah.
Like, because you can't separate the fact that it's not real. Which obviously is not true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not true because it is the exact opposite of that for me, where I cannot take any pleasure in a scene where there is any kind of, like, realistic violence.
Yeah.
Or because of the realistic pain that follows it.
Yeah, it's not that I like watching it. I can just tolerate it. Like I can just I'm like, okay, this man's dead now.
And I don't have anything against people who can. Like, I'm aware that I must be in the minority, right? Because, like, Hellboy is a film that did really, really well and exists. Right? Like, Castlevania exists. But, like, I just can't handle it.
No, fair enough.
I am emotionally too soft.
I literally...
Does that mean Jenny didn't watch Squid Game? That means Jenny is avoiding Squid Game because it would give her nightmares.
Yeah, it would freak you out. It freaked me out.
I have seen maybe 10 seconds of a clip where somebody does something that they realise means that they're going to die, and in that 10 seconds they're begging for their life, and then they clip ends as they get shot.
Yeah. And
that alone has made me, like, chase it away.
Yeah.
Mark it as I don't want to see this on all social media.
Yeah, don't blame
just
you.
Too much.
It is... I watched all of it and I enjoyed it, but also at the same time, like, I did have to take breaks because I was like, Jesus Christ, this is awful.
I really enjoy the discourse around Squid Game. I just can't watch it.
Yeah, no, fair
I
enough.
can't actually participate in it. Ink is in the chat. Hey, bro.
Hiya.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you that this is what we were doing until this morning. When Ink messaged to say, are we souping? I'm really up for some soup. And I was like, shit, I knew I forgot something.
Oh, no. Sorry, Ink.
It's because I just assume that everybody is in the meeting where we decide these things. So we're going to play some Genshin tomorrow.
Nice.
Tomorrow night. I still don't know what time, bro. Sorry. I will get my shit together one day. Today's not that day. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, that's nice. Kimberly's in the same boat as me. With the soft.
Why? So apparently Squid Game is causing controversy again amongst young children. Firstly, why are children watching Squid Game?
Because people aren't
monitoring what their children are watching.
Yeah, basically. I think that's it, right? Like, my cousin, my youngest cousin, is, I would say, too young to be watching it.
How old are they?
I think she must be 14.
Yeah, still too young.
She's an 18.
Yeah.
Right? It's an R-rated fucking flick.
There's a reason why it's an 18.
Like, we were talking about, like, what are you watching at the moment? And this was, like, a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, my aunt said something, and my other cousin said whatever. And then the youngest cousin said, oh, I'm watching Squid Game. And I was like, Squid Game?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
And then her mum said, oh yeah, like I go in her room and somebody's head's being blown up. And I was
Jesus.
like, what the fuck?
Why are you letting them watch it?
She's a child.
They should not be
watching it. Do you
watching
also think she kind of gets the context? Like, because like I was like, quote unquote, a revolutionary when I was 14. But like, do you think, I certainly wouldn't have really understood the nuance of like, you don't have any choice and you're being put into this position because of the system that we live in.
Was you, so like when you were growing up, were your parents very conscious about what you watched, or did they not really, did they like trust you with what you were watching?
No, I don't think they weren't. I never had the interest.
Right.
I knew that I would be scared of scary stuff, so I didn't want to watch it. You know.
Yeah.
I knew that I would be scared of this, or I knew that I didn't particularly want to watch like 18 movies. I wasn't into watching a movie that I was too young for because, oh my god, it's an 18, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
What could be in it?
Yeah. Like but also I'm not really great at watching movies.
Yeah.
So there was never any of that like in my house where you can't watch that.
Yeah. See, whereas like I was like a proper sicko as a child. I fucking loved Titanic because the fucking bit where the ship sank excited me because I'm a weirdo.
That is weird. Yeah.
And like my parents just let me watch it. Although it's only a 12, they were letting me watch it when I was like before I was 10. And like the movie Volcano, where I think it's like a volcano in Los Angeles or something, and there's a bit where a dude jumps into lava and dies, and I'm like a kid watching it and I'm like, yeah. But like, yeah, my parents didn't monitor anything. I watched The Hills of Eyes with my mum before I was 18, and that movie is grim. Stupid, but it's grim.
We're gonna go back to chat because Nick has a sister, and hello to Nick's sister.
Hi.
Works as a teaching assistant, a CIT. They're just called teaching assistants here, I guess. And there are 7-year-olds watching Squid Game. That's bad.
It's too young.
I am...
Kid brains, they're too soft for that shit.
Yeah. My mum once asked me that, she said, oh, my friend wants to know if her son wants to play freaking Grand Theft Auto 5? Is that the most recent one with the online?
I don't know.
Right? And I was like, oh? How old is he? And she was like, oh, he's like 11. I was like, no. Like, I know why he wants to play GTA 5. It's because of the online thing, right?
Yeah.
Because he wants to drive the cars through the bitrate tunnels and he wants to do the fly planes and crash them with his friends. But in order to do that, you have to play the story. You have to play the main game.
Yeah.
Right? There's a torture scene in that game.
Yeah. It's grim. It's Rockstar. So
do you think that an 11-year-old white boy from the southeast of England is going to understand
what that means?
The way that the black characters talk to each other and know not to parrot that back to his friends? I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, just on a whole, I think that adults, if you are an adult and if you have a child, you have to be invested in what your child is doing, and not in like a watching what they're doing and keeping an eye on them kind of way, but just to be like,
is this appropriate for them to be singing? Yeah,
right. Like I once told my mum we were going to watch a movie, and she was like, "Oh, hey, that's kind of a little bit old for you. You're going to be okay with that." Not like you can't go and see it, but like, do you understand that it's going to be scary?
Yeah,
or it's going to be violent or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
People need to talk to their kids.
Yeah, my parents couldn't have given a single shit what I was watching. It's because they just didn't think that I would do it. Like, my parents were much older, so they had no idea what accessibility I had on the internet. So
there's that too,
yeah, I just went nuts, and I've seen some very messed up stuff on the internet.
How do we always come back to parents need to talk to their kids? I feel like whenever we have one of these streams, we talk about what food we want to eat,
what parents should be doing.
What parents should be doing. Yeah.
Just be sensible. And kids, if it's rated higher than your age, just make sure you understand what you're putting yourself into. Like, yeah,
but the thing is, they can't. They literally cannot. Right? Like, I understand because I remember feeling like I don't get it. Right? I have all the information I need. I can make this decision for myself, and this is going to sound incredibly frustrating to anybody who is under the age of 17. You do not have the context.
No.
You just don't.
No.
And the only way to do that is to grow up.
Yeah.
And is to get older and have that lived experience. And there is no getting around that, I'm afraid. Right? Like, when I was a kid, your school, you've told this story I think a couple of times. One of your teachers ran off with a student to France, or maybe that was Jazz.
That was Jazz's school.
Right. So when I was a teenager, like 14, I didn't understand. I mean, like, I knew that was bad, right? But I was like, yeah, but if she wanted to do that.
Yeah, no, I think all of us at that time were like, well, if they're in love, why stop them? But
yeah,
they're not in love.
Not even that love even crossed my thought as that. I was like, well, she's 15. If she wanted to do that, then why would we stop her? Now that I'm 28, I'm like, no!
That is inappropriate.
No!
That man is a predator.
Yeah, there is no replacement for lived experience.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately, if only there was.
That makes me think of like age gaps and how like, well, if the youngest is over 18, then why does it matter? And it's like, it's still a bit weird.
It's a bit weird.
Like, legally it's fine, but also like at the end of the day, it's like, what's happening here? Like, we should really like evaluate this a little bit. Yeah,
and that's at that point, that's a very situation by situation basis, isn't it? Because like, if you're a 72-year-old man and you're marrying a 25-year-old, that's depends on your situation, right? Like, if this is the 5th 25-year-old you've married over the course of your life, then really you should be in jail or shot into the sun or something.
Go to therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, this always happens when me and Jenny are on stream together.
Yeah.
Talk about very adult things. Not even adult things, just like real world problems, I guess.
The theme park I used to work at became PG-13 after dark in October for Halloween. And I got so angry. So many people brought their kids in strollers. I feel like if you take a baby into an 18 movie, then as long as the baby's not facing the screen, it's kind of okay, right?
Yeah, like, but also you're an arsehole because then it just ruins everybody else's time if the baby starts kicking off.
Yeah, it
Get
does.
out.
I mean, ignoring that element of it.
That's my issue with it.
I don't know. Ow, just punched the table.
Oh, what the fuck did we have? There was like an alien movie, I think, when I first started working at the cinema that came out. I can't remember. I swear it was.
Did anybody ever try to get into a film that they
Oh yeah, we you know when Shazam came out? Shazam came out at the same time Hellboy did, and we had yes, Alex, that is true. Anyway, so Shazam and Hellboy came out at the same time, and Shazam was a 12, I think, 12A.
Surely a 12A. I've seen the movie. It's scary.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, I can't remember the rating, but anyway, it was a 12A, and we had a bunch of teenage boys come in, obviously ranging between 12 and 13, very clearly not old enough to see these movies, and, well, they're old enough to see Shazam. Anyway, they brought the tickets,
and then
they wanted to jump screen, because it was the middle of the day, they knew it was quiet, and we saw one of them do it, and we basically kicked his ass and said, no, what are you playing at? And they all came in and they started doing this thing where they were like hanging around in the lobby, like watching us. And then more of us came out into the lobby. And we actually went up to them and we were like, guys, if you even consider going into that screen, we're going to turn the movie off. Like, you're not watching it. And like, rightly so, Hellboy is insanely gory, you know. But, have we got an echo?
Slight echo.
That's probably because, you know, we haven't got a shield. Soz.
Shazam was directed by, I think it's a Sam Raimi movie. It's a horror movie. It's like he was a horror director. So like there's this, have you seen that movie?
What movie?
Shazam.
Yes, I have. Yeah. I watched it.
You seen that sequence in the boardroom?
Where I can't remember. I only watched it once.
The bad guy turns up with his demons or whatever they are, and then like it's a very horror movie sequence, right, where you have a little bit of dialogue in the boardroom, and then they throw the dad who's in a wheelchair out of a window, and then the camera cuts to the glass, like the glass wall of the conference room, and which is frosted. And then there's the receptionist sitting at the desk outside, and then you just watch people get smeared over the glass window from outside.
I honestly cannot remember what happened.
The receptionist panicking and like running out of the building. It's like super. It's like as much as a horror movie can be for a 12A.
Yeah.
Is this helping, by the way? Because I'm just holding a book up.
I think it might be. I think what's happening is because I'm speaking loudly, it just echoes. Oh, I broke my pen. Huh.
Shazam. Me and Ollie went to see that.
DC, isn't it?
Yeah, with like there were like maybe 4 other people in the whole cinema. It was Screen 1 in the dome, so it's the big one.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
really empty.
So when they got to the end, spoilers, and I realised that they were going to do the all of them, the kids, right? It wasn't just going to be Billy Batson. It was going to be it was going to be a pile of kids. I literally was on my feet. Like, it was so private that all the people were still in front of us that I was like completely able to be in the movie, right? I was like, oh my god! I jumped out of my seat. Amy's echoing more than
Oh, I don't know.
Has it always been?
It just starts randomly, I think.
Okay.
I've turned you up, I've turned me down.
Alright then. I'll put the book down because I can see the chat. Shazam! Shazam, the DC movie, yeah. Shazam is a weird concept for a hero. But cool. It's an episode of Young Justice where he is the only way to talk to... Let's talk about something else. I don't want to explain the plot of fucking TV shows to you guys. Just watch them. Young Justice. Very good. Excited for the next season. Amy just echoes naturally.
Yeah, I'm just a demon.
Yeah, behind everything you say, there's like a demon being like, yes.
It's just, you know.
You know. What time is it? It's 20 to 8. Ooh, that means it's been 7:30, which means there's a new page of the old...
Everybody go check out the webtoons.
Comic out right now. Ooh, I've got a lot of notifications.
It's my boy as the thumbnail.
Apparently there's an issue with our PayPal account.
A bad issue?
Don't know.
We'll talk about that off the stream.
Yeah. I thought I might log in and have a look. Liam sent me a reel. It's Dungeons and Dragons related, obviously. So if you guys know who Nagar is. He's
the best boy.
He's our himbo. I'm
gonna say he's my himbo, but he's not a himbo.
No, he's a himb.
He's a him. He's qualified. Well, that got you, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. He's qualified. Oh boy. Hashaan's lover. When that goes to print, I'd like to change his hair.
Yeah, we will change his face.
Will we though? It's so soon. Maybe we'll change it later down the line. Maybe if we get a publisher.
Yeah.
And some money.
Qualified? What? Don't worry.
Hashaan's boyfriend is in this page.
Yeah.
Is in this upload.
Boyfriend sounds so childish.
Yeah, I know, I hate it. So I use the word partner.
Yeah, I prefer partner.
Yeah.
Sounds grown up.
Yeah, because boyfriend kind of negates the fact that I've been with him for like 8 years at this point. 8 years?
It's been longer than that, right?
I was 19, so...
Nearly 10.
I was just 20, so it must have been 8 years, yeah. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
That's a long time.
It is.
Congratulations on liking someone for such a long time. You've done better than me.
If I may ask, in the previous page the shop owner mentions that Rosa is hiding from her bodyguard, who I assume is Hashaan.
Yes.
Is that correct? Yes, it is. Hashaan takes her job very seriously.
Yeah.
And Rosa does not.
I like the idea that like Paddy's wandering around in Kadar and he just sees a very panicked Dragonborn, like
yeah, panicked, but like really trying not to be.
Yeah,
like try not to show it.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I'm not panicking, you're panicking.
Doing that like really fast walk that's like almost a run. Do you know what you watch the Olympian walking rather? It just power walks over the city and then goes back to the Arathian Palace and has been like, I can't find her. Can anybody find her? Has anybody seen her?
Yeah.
And then they're like, she's in her office. I'm like, you fucking what? She's just sitting in her office.
Yeah, and then Hashaan turns up and Rosa's like, where have you been?
Fucking bams the door open and she's like, hello. I got you a croissant.
You're forgiven this time.
Rosa doesn't take her own job seriously or doesn't take Hashaan's job seriously.
Bit of both, probably.
Bit of both. I mean, she does take her own job very seriously. But Hashaan's like, it's like that classic bodyguard relationship where the Hashaan's like, okay, so if you're gonna leave the route that we have planned for the day, I need to know 2 hours in advance so I can prep, so I can get people out there to scout it. And Rose is like, no.
It's kind of like Happy from Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. It is the Peter Parker Happy relationship. Yeah, and for a little bit, Hashaan didn't speak any common when she arrived in Kadar.
She probably knew a little tiny
She
bit.
probably knew,
like, hello, goodbye, thank you.
Yeah, the stuff that we know of every European language, like fries with mayonnaise, please.
Yeah.
Pomme mayo. But then, like, so I imagine that's quite intense anyway because Rosa's like one of the few people that Hashaan can have a actual conversation with, not like a stilted,
broken words.
Yeah. So that's quite intense. I am noticing the massive stack of books Rosa has next to her desk. How does she carry those? They are massive.
Hashaan does it.
Yeah, should I get somebody else to do it?
Yeah.
Hashaan, Mike Stride.
I can't wait for them to meet Mike Stride. What a good boy.
If she's feeling like an arsehole, she might call Hugo over to get him to move stuff.
All these excellent characters I can't wait for you guys to meet. Not long now. Mm-hmm. Not long.
But also magic exists.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Rosa knows this, but she likes to be really annoying sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes, when she's had a shitty meeting with Hugo... What's his last name?
Myrus, I think.
Myrus, that's right. So when she's had a shitty meeting with Myrus, she'll be like, Myrus, can you help me move this stuff around? And then she'll watch him push shit around. Like, will you move my desk for me? You're such a big, strong man. And
Is
he'll
he
be
old?
Like, no, he's, well, you know, he's in his, like, 30s.
Oh, wow. I thought he was much older than that.
No.
I thought he was, like, similar to Balasar's age.
No, I mean, Basil's only mid-50s.
Yeah.
Like, late 50s. Like,
yeah, but that's older.
Yeah. Most of the old guard from pre-revolution were in the old bad guy's pocket, so they got the old run out of town.
Oh, choppity headedy
choppity headedy offity. Yeah, she'd be like, seeing as you're here, would you help me move my desk? And he'd be like, did we move it last week? And she'd be like, yeah, I've changed my mind. And he'll like push it over the thing, and she'll be like, excellent, thank you. And then she'll like set it on fire or something, be like, this is where I want it to burn. Just to fuck him off.
Fucking love her. She's so good.
Rose's surname sounds very similar to the Polish word for resourceful. It's because it's a mishmash of Polish words.
Is it?
Yeah. Usually, when I want to name someone or something, I get on the old Google Translate.
Good idea. That's a very wonky cross.
Slam some words together. And Zarantni is one of those words.
She's great.
She's pretty
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Our leaf boy still doesn't have his makeup. Amy, do you want to talk about that? Or should we save it?
I forgot. I forgot.
There's like literally over a week of conspiracy theories being discussed in a Discord server about when Paddy gets his makeup. What does it signify? Does it mean anything that he doesn't have it in the
It
comic
means
when
that
he did
Amy's
the
really
animation?
bad at her job.
It just means we forgot.
Just look.
I know y'all streaming for us and said where she basically describing Rosa introduction scene like this meme. It's oh fuck now, Alex. No talking to me allowed in the bodyguard free tea time hour. Okay, well, making an exception. His face looks very polite.
Yeah, sorry everybody, I'm just really bad at my job.
I don't. No, that's not true.
I just completely
because
forgot.
Think about all of the hands that it passes through, right? After you've coloured it, goes back to Beth, and then Beth posts it for all of us to see to make any final checks. So all of us presumably looked at it and went, "Yeah, that's good."
I just forgot.
That's a clean face boy. You know, I wrote on my CV that I had an eye for detail.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, but apparently not makeup details.
Oh.
Including Alex, yeah. Well, this is the reason why Amy forgot, is that the way that it used to happen was that Alex would add it in the
line work.
In the line work.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It'll appear again.
At some point.
Mm-hmm.
We're just, very busy people. We have other things to think about. Like, how do I do this?
It's also been a very busy month.
Extremely busy. It's been fun though.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing it.
Yeah.
That's why I keep doing it.
I woke up this morning and was like, oh shit, I can do some laundry. I'm like really bad at if there's work on, right? Like if we have lots of work to do, which we do always. If I don't wake up and thinking, okay, so this is what I have to do today, then I can't do it. Like I have to wake up in planning, to have that space, and doing household chores doesn't fit into that, because if I think halfway through the day, oh, I should put on a load of laundry, that breaks the streak of work, and I can't get back to it, which is great.
I don't know, I'm not, that's where me and you're a little bit different. Like, I will literally be halfway through, like, colouring a page, and then I'll stop, and then my brain will be like, oh, you need to go take this plate into the kitchen. So I take the plate into the kitchen, and then, I don't know if this is, like, similar to what we're just talking about, but this is how my brain works. So I'll take a plate into the kitchen. I'll notice the plants are looking a bit mossy. So I'll take the plants out of the pots and I'll change the water, and then I just clean the jars. I clean the jars, I dry the pots, I fill them back up, I put them back on the shelf, and then I'm like, the toilet needs some bleach put in it. So I go and put some bleach in the toilet. So on and so forth. 2 hours later, I go back to colouring a page.
It's the same kind of vibe, except that usually I return to, like, let's say I start up to take the plate out, and then I come back, I'll return to the thing that I was originally doing, and I'll have lost the will to live.
Oh.
Like, I can't get into it, so I just do some, but I can't do the housework, because I know I'm supposed to be doing the wizard's work, so I just don't do either.
Yeah. I've had that before.
But that's my everyday. Did the wizards do character sheets themselves at one point? We did. You can find them on our Instagram. Do you remember?
Oh, what, for us as players?
Us as people.
Oh yeah, we did. Long time ago. We should update those.
Yeah, we should.
I don't know if much
I'll add it to the list.
I don't know if much has changed about me, to be honest.
The thing that we should do to update them is make them vertical videos.
Oh yeah, that's true. The only thing that's changed about me is my hair colour. I have purple hair now. That's it.
Should I cut my hair off, chat? Can't decide what to do with it.
Cut it off, it'll only grow back.
Yeah, but it took 2 years to get it here.
That's true.
It tastes unlike you, right?
Alright, I get it, I'm a wolf.
You are a bit, yeah. Jeez, one day you were like, gonna grow out my undercut, and I was like, yeah, alright then. And then like 2 months later, it was almost there.
It's on my shoulders now.
Jeez!
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Why did you do that?
Just, I don't know, just have a lot of hair.
Even my mum is like, hey, you should take these tablets, they're vitamins, they'll make your nails and your hair grow faster. I'm like, gee, thanks, mum. I love you too. Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know what it is that makes hair grow. Keratin? No, that is
it.
That is it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I mean that is what it is.
Oh.
Your hair is made of keratin.
You have a keratin deficiency. You have limited keratin.
Doesn't feel like it. Lots of shit jobs going at the moment.
Oh, Kimberly, I wish my hair was as long as yours. Mine used to be as long as yours. I'm trying to get it there again. And I want to cut it into a big old mullet.
Hey everybody, could you subscribe to our Patreon? Thank you.
Yeah.
So we can make more stuff. I would like that very much. Thank you very much for your.
Or at least just support. Share our stuff if you can't afford to
Yeah, if
join.
you don't have any cash, money, then if you could share our stuff, that would be very helpful. The
also,
comic.
don't forget to like the pages on WEBTOONs. That's very helpful. Thank you.
That's good too. But seriously, if you could share the comic with your friends, that would be great. Thank you.
It's down to my calves.
Jesus.
One day. If I didn't cut my hair 5 years ago, it's longer than that. If I didn't cut my hair, it would probably be that long now.
I'm struggling with it at shoulder length. So I don't know how you deal with that.
Just chuck it up in a ponytail. That's what I used to do.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ray has a beanie, and that made me think of my beanie, which is a Critical Role beanie.
Oh yeah, because you funded the Kickstarter.
Yes, now we're going to talk about Critical Role for a hot minute. We did not watch it live because we
live in the UK.
Live in the UK. So excited to watch the first episode of that on Monday. Already bored of the discourse. The Twitter discourse. I'm already bored of people talking about it.
Oh, is it bad discourse or?
No, I don't think so. I just think it's overly speculative. Right? Where, like, for example, I read somewhere that loads of people are convinced that Travis's character is going to die really soon, or is going to leave the party. Maybe Travis is going to leave because of his character, because it's like an old one from a thing, and it's been de-leveled and it's been fit in. I was like, you know what? I don't want to hear any of this. Let's just enjoy this thing that we all
can't imagine Travis would leave anyway. He loves D&D, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he might be super busy.
Yeah, that's true.
He's the CEO.
Fuck. No, that's a busy time. But anyway, it's up to him. Let him do what he wants.
Yeah, people keep thinking some characters are temporary, says Ray. You know what? I don't care. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, like you're into Critical Role, but you're not into the community, really, are you?
I'm a little scared of Critical Role's community.
I don't blame you. It's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Like I'm not really. I'm kind of like you. I'm like on the outlines. I pay a little bit more attention to it because I'm a sucker for drama. But like I'll sit and watch with a cocktail, but I won't get involved.
No, I specifically avoid it because it's just. Like, I enjoy this story, and having, like, literally thousands of people in the background being like, actually, really ruins it for me.
Yeah, no, totally. I'm going to actually try and watch the campaign this time around, because, like, the first one, obviously, I was too late. I know what happens, I know how it ended, blah, blah, blah. Second one, I started watching it, I couldn't get into it. But I think that was because I got really ill, like, really close into the beginning, and it kind of put me off.
I think you would enjoy the final arc of that one because the Cognoser is like really like it's like a body horror thing. I think you would probably enjoy the way that Matthew Mercer is a genius, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's a descriptive genius. Like, you know, Griffin McElroy often jokes, will you let me paint my word picture please? And that's literally what they're doing.
Yeah.
Just whilst we're here, also very, 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 very much enjoying the new season of Adventure Zone. Ether Sea is so good because once again the McElroys understand each other so well that they can like one of them can offer something and then all of the others just know how to run with it. So good.
Also, a little bit, it's like on topic kind of, but did y'all see Dingo's Kickstarter?
Dingo's thing? It's so good.
How fucking cool is that?
We're so proud of Dingo.
They worked so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, Dingo and Felix worked so hard on it.
We're so happy for them. It's so good.
Yeah.
And we're super excited.
A good bunch of eggs, those two.
A good bunch of eggs, yeah. They're so nice.
They are.
Gosh, they're so good. So if you haven't seen that or whatever, first of all, you should definitely go watch Fool's Gold.
Yeah, excellent.
And also because it's animated, it's much shorter.
Yeah,
you can get into it really quickly. And watch all of it in a day.
It is actually hilarious.
Although so funny,
like there are obviously like your edgy undertones, and there's the whole like there are bits where it's serious, but most of the time it is just really funny, and I actually found myself laughing out loud while watching it. Great time.
Freaking
Mr. Wizardly.
It's so cliche that I think all of us did the thing where at the beginning we were like, haha, monkey, and by the end we were like,
monkey.
Yeah. Yeah, super jazz for them. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about the stuff that we're doing.
No.
Okay.
But we're very
good.
proud of them. We're very excited for them.
Very good. Eat your potassium, yeah.
Gothy is so
cool.
Yeah. 10 out of 10, my favourite.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I love them all. They're all pretty fucking great.
I really love the idea that Sneeze is like this like silent way of in-game Felix just getting to look at someone and being like, what the fuck are you doing? Like that silent look of judgment. Love that.
Excellent. All of it.
Who are your favourite Fool's Gold characters and why? Gothy's really cool.
Gothy's got a very interesting story.
Yeah.
I like them all.
Yeah, me too.
They're just like, they're great quirks.
I forget the name of the baby, the
sweet little orc girl.
Yeah. I forget her name.
So do I.
But she's great.
Yeah.
She's got the vibe. She's got the weird kid vibe.
Isn't
which
it
is
just extraordinary
so
that like Dingo does all the fucking voices as well?
Yeah, that is so. It's incredible that Dingo voices every single character, and they all sound completely different.
Yeah.
Right. When you're in it, like they're all vastly different people. Just like to listen to.
Yeah.
We should get Dingo on one of our streams sometime. We talk to them. I don't want to bother them.
Dingo doesn't have time for us.
Inky better not be listening to this and also be in fucking Doodle Owl with them right now, telling them that we're being...
Doodle Owl might have finished.
Oh, it might have done.
Oh no, it's still going.
Oh, it is?
Ink's in there.
No. Okay, it's fine. Nobody needs to know. It's cool. Dingo isn't in there, so... Vicky! Yeah! The most recent episodes with the portal in the curtains. So funny.
Don't go behind the curtains. Yeah. Looks at the curtains. Stop it!
And the curtains are just like... This is so funny. Oh.
It's excellent. I put it on in the background while I was like doing work, and it's so good to just have on in the background.
Yeah. And obviously Critical Role launched the first episode of their new campaign in a couple of cinemas as well, which I think is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if we ever had the chance to do like a screening or anything like that of fucking High Hopes or whatever, that would be cool. I would really love to do like live readings and stuff, because they were all originally scripts, right? Before they turned into comics.
I can't act on the spot, so no.
I feel like...
Were you there when I was recording my lines for the last episode, Jenny?
No, because you wanted as minimum people in the room as possible.
I am 100% an illustrator. I'm not an artist.
Every 2 months before an episode was due to come out, we'd have every time we sat down.
I said I'm not an artist. I mean, I'm not a voice actor. Sorry.
Let's do another episode. What do we have to do to plan that? We'd have the conversation of where I would look across the table at Amy and be like, do you want to take this opportunity to cast somebody to be Gimgar? And then for maybe the whole project when we're working on it, you'd be like, I don't know, I'll think about it. I don't know.
Look, I came through, I did it.
Yeah, no, you did. You did a great job. Fucking, it's Vicky! I love her, she's so good.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, if we what
if we get Lin-Manuel Miranda to come in and read the part of Gimgar?
Oh no! Alex!
And I'm just imagining Gimgar.
Put yourself away.
Hey. JB, do you watch Adventure Zone? You know what I mean? I don't. Alex, I don't. It's funny, but I don't understand the reference.
I was thinking the other day, because it's funny, because when we're doing a dumb one shot or something, I'm really good at doing the role play. I can stick with it and I follow through until the end.
The second you put an audience in front of it, it's different.
It's not even that. It's when we do High Hopes, because High Hopes is quite serious. I can't role play while being serious, if that makes sense, because I feel stupid. So I'm I can't be serious while I feel this dumb. But when I'm doing a dumb one shot, because it's already stupid, I'm whatever. It's weird.
Sorry, Lin-Manuel Miranda is Taco.
What?
Googles. Let's go to Google. Lin-Manuel Miranda Taco. Where? I don't... When is this... There's an animated thing with...
Alex, what are you doing?
We can't be doing this right now. I can't read and also talk at the same time. So we're just going to have to... I'll send you the clip, JB. It happened at a panel. Oh, okay. Yes, thank you. I would like that very much. Yeah, it's really funny to me the way the macros can just randomly be like, also here is our friend, Emmy Award winning. Miranda.
Is us in the corner trying?
Pull him in. That's kind of what it feels like to be like doing our thing on YouTube and then to be like, oh yes, here is our friend, you know, gold play button winning Dingo Doodles.
Oh my god.
Amy's laugh through the echo is deliciously evil.
I'm sorry about the echo, lads. I have no idea what's causing it. It's probably lack of shields.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got nothing.
If you suddenly hear a mic break, it's because I'm trying to move it.
You could turn our mics off and on again.
I've done that.
Oh. What if you unplug your mic and plug it back in again?
I can't be bothered.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, the serious RP is tough.
I love it though.
It is. It's good. But like our best moments are the stupid ones. I think it flows most easily when it's stupid. Not that it's not. This tough stuff isn't rewarding, because it is. But I'm thinking particularly to the bit where recently in game you had a fake memorial service. And how fucking quickly it got so savage. JB, I curse you with knowledge. Thank you very much, sir. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. I will watch that later. With horror in my heart.
Jen, if you could pick anyone to play, like, cast a movie actor person as Rosa, who would it be?
Oh, fucking hell. I don't know. I don't watch people in movies very often.
Fair enough.
This is 25 years ago, but 25 years ago? No, maybe it was.
I don't know
Jesus,
what
I'm
you're
so
on about.
old. There's an actress called Nana Visitor, who was the correct age to play Rosa in 1998.
Right.
Who is gorgeous. But that's kind of the only person I can think of right now.
Who are they?
Nana Visitor. I'll pull up a picture for you.
Okay.
Visitor. Oh, man.
Oh, beautiful.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Love that smile.
Yeah. Killer, like Hollywood teeth. Or Terry Farrell, she's pretty too. Anyway, yeah, no. As soon as it's like saying what's your favorite movie. As soon as you say that, it just deletes all knowledge of any actor I've ever noticed.
I've decided that Jason Momoa is going to play Nagar.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's got that himbo energy.
He does.
He's also huge.
Yeah.
And that helps. I think we have all said at some point that we'd like Spider-Man to be Paddy.
Tom Holland. Yeah.
I think that would be good.
Is it Jake Gyllenhaal as Rook?
Yeah, it is.
Danny DeVito as Brio.
Yeah, just never explain it. Just everybody's like wearing a costume. Danny DeVito's just painted green.
In a blue leotard.
Yeah.
With a tutu.
My first thought was Dwayne Johnson from Nagar. I think he's too big.
Yeah, he's too big.
I think he's also like
Dwayne Johnson for Hashaan.
Too dad. No.
Why?
Why do you say these things? Why do you make me listen to those things with my ears?
I was going to be like, who would we pick for Hashaan? But it was Serena Williams, wasn't it? Well,
yeah,
look-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Serena Williams would even act. I say as if we would actually ever plan this movie.
Apparently she's a really big nerd, and she's like... She was in an episode of Avatar.
Excellent.
Because she was like... She wrote to them and was like, your show's fucking great, can I be in it? And they were like, yes,
yeah.
You're Serena Williams. It's 8:10.
That's nice.
Now for the BBC News.
Oh man, the last time I did a fucking stream was when I used to buy Coke Zero in the cans.
Oh yeah.
I don't do that anymore. I'm feeling that like
tumble dryer's done.
Hole in my heart.
I need to go turn off the tumble.
Go turn off the tumble then.
Alright then. I'm going to leave you on your own. You have to talk to them.
I don't know. She's probably gone in her room. In her room? My room. It's essentially her room, let's be honest. Hello everyone, I'm alone now. What's happening? That's why I can't be left on my own. I never know what to talk about. Jenny, come back, I'm panicking.
How was that on your own?
No, it's very scary.
Okay. I was going to get a
conch?
No, an ice lolly, but then nobody wants to hear me eat that, so I was going to...
I'm very happy with this shoe.
Oh.
I never draw good shoes. I usually never draw feet. Because I want to avoid the responsibility.
Oh, Kimberly's getting a tattoo.
What are you getting?
But it's been postponed till tomorrow. Let us know what you're getting.
I'm getting tattooed on the 3rd of November.
Are you getting your thing finished?
Yeah, I'm getting it finished. It's not a new one. I do want a new one, but also like I don't want to deal with the pain. Ooh, first tattoo, how exciting. Easy to big one.
What was your first tattoo? Do you remember?
The
look you just made.
I thought I knew, but then I realised I got a small one as a tester.
Okay.
I got a little anchor on my left wrist.
Mm-hmm.
It's very small. It's like this like 2 inches
mm-hmm.
long. And I decided the day before I was going to get it because it was a Friday the 13th deal thing. And I was like, well, I'm going to get a big tattoo and I kind of need to know what it feels like so I can prepare myself. So I like spontaneously went and got it. And I always forget I have it because it's in a spot that I can only see it if I really try to look at it.
Waxing crescent moon with an arrow through it on a stippled starry background. About 4 inches top of my shoulder blades. That's so cool.
Cute.
Hey Nick, shoot your question.
What?
Melbourne. Nick from Melbourne has a question.
Oh.
He hasn't asked it yet. He just said question for wizards. Also, what if it's a bad question and I don't want to answer it? Hmm?
Well, now you put yourself on the spot.
Yeah,
now you have to
read
answer
it out loud. Alas. Well, Kimberly, you have us on Instagram. Shoot us a picture when it's in a position for you to do that. I don't really know anything about tattoos. How long? What's the deal?
What do you mean, what's the deal? What bit do you want to know?
Well, like you have to cover them up, right?
Cover them up? Oh, what, when they're done?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's an open wound.
Yeah.
So you usually get it cling filmed, or it's like they started using this like surgical sticky stuff that stays on for a couple of days and you don't have to take it off. That's what I had on my leg. And you keep it covered for a couple days just while it's like healing. And then when it's ready to come off, you take it off in the shower and you gently wash it. And you don't saturate it with water. You just gently wash it, get rid of all the goo.
The goo?
The goo. And then after you've gotten rid of all the goo, you let it air dry and then you pat it dry. You can either pat it dry or let it air dry with a paper towel. You don't rub it, you just pat it. Let it do its thing. And you add a tiny amount of like it's like non-scented or natural body butter or oil, like coconut oil is usually a good one.
Right.
Very small amount just to keep it
soft.
Stop it from scouring. And then you just let it heal, and then it gets really itchy and unbearable. And then once you pass that stage, you're fine.
Nice. How long does that take? I guess it depends on the size of the thing, right?
What's that, a healing? Yeah, it's different for every single thing. Also depends on how hard a person tattoos you.
Matt says, actually, no, you sound like a Dark Souls NPC who sounds stuck somewhere, and Amy Quick did a little giggle. She laughed earlier and it sounded like demons, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm going to scroll back up through thing to find Nick's question. There it is. If one of us were to get a tattoo with some small HHLR reference, would that be okay? It'd be fucking wild. I mean, obviously, it's your body, you do what you want.
What are you on about?
Nick's saying, would it be okay if we got High Hopes or Rolls tattoos?
Oh my god. I mean, if you want.
If you want.
Can't stop you.
Yeah. I don't know if it's advisable.
I don't know what you would get, but, you know.
But you do that thing if you want to.
Do your research on what artist you want to pick and go right ahead.
Melbourne.
And make sure you think about what you want to get.
Yeah. Don't ask us for our opinion though. I think that's way too much pressure.
Yeah. Just, be sensible.
None of us have anything from High Hopes tattooed on our bodies.
I want to get something, but I don't know what. The thing is, I like theme when it comes to my tattoos. I want mine to all be sort of related in a way, kind of. I don't know what I want. I want something, but I don't know what.
Also, we don't really have the Vox Machina thing, right? Where they have I guess we have the High Hopes, like the shield.
I do not want that on my body.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I like it, but not that much.
Yeah, I don't know if I want it.
Maybe we should get a proper graphic design artist to do something really fancy for us.
Oh, yeah.
And we can get it as a group.
It would be my first and only tattoo.
Where would you get it?
I don't know.
Somewhere where you can't see it? That's always a good thing, because then you can be like, I've got a tattoo, and then you don't have to worry about looking at it.
Sure. So I think, I don't know. When I was a little kid, my mum was like, Mum, can I have my ears pierced? And she was like, no, you're a little kid. You can have them done when you're 18. Like, as a joke. I was like, alright then. And then when I was like 13 or 14, she was like, do you want your ears pierced? I was like, no, not really. And then I got to 15, she was like, do you want your ears pierced? I was like, no, I'm good.
Oh, you don't have any piercings, do you?
Not at all. And she was like, what have I done? But the thing is I don't wear a lot of jewellery day to day, so if I had my ears pierced, they would have just grown over by now. I would forget to wear earrings. Right on your forehead, says Alex. Speak for yourself, bread boy. Excuse me. I had cacao pepe for lunch today.
What's that?
It's pasta dish where the main ingredient is black pepper, but I made way too much black pepper.
Oh.
So it was very spicy.
I've turned your mic down a bit to see if that tackles the echo.
Okay.
But I don't know if it has.
We'll find out together.
Oh man, I wanted to stretch my ears again the other day, so I've got stretched ears, and I brought ones that were too big, and now I'm sad because I have to go down. I have to order another pair in a smaller size.
Amy's out of the well. It has. Nice. You did it.
Yay!
You solved it.
It was your mic that was echoing, not mine. You're the problem.
Nice. Thank you for putting up with it, though. There's 50 people watching.
Yeah, I'm very sorry.
And listen to you be like, wow, wow.
Well, at least
Jenny's still in the well. I thought Amy was the only one in the well.
The problem is like our mics are quite close together, and we don't have something blocking off a barrier. Unless you grab a pillow and do that, because that's what me and Alex had to do when we were recording Alien.
I don't think it'll get high enough though. Like we'd have to build a thing, and it would take me 20 minutes to do it.
Just hold it with your hand like that.
I'm not gonna hold a pillow in front of me for another 40 minutes.
Why? I had to do it for 3 hours.
I don't know how to say I have standards in a way that doesn't make it sound like I'm being a bitch, but
stretch your ears like you stretch your legs.
What if I go sit on the floor? Would that be helpful?
Just don't pull my laptop off the table.
This is where Brio comes in. It's like goes back to bed. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah. Do you mean alopecia, Nick? Is that what you're talking about? Your friend has alopecia?
Don't mind me, I just punched the table.
So Jenny's moved a little bit further away. How does that sound?
A little bit further away, she says. I sat on the floor. The things you do for a live stream. Okay. The problem is the chair I was sitting on is kind of like...
The chair sounded like it did a fart.
Yeah, it's because I was pushing the thing with my...
Jenny sounds fine.
Excellent. Okay, I'll just sit on the floor forever now.
Yeah, bye. I can just see Jenny through a tiny gap between my tablet and my laptop. Sorry, you guys have been looking at a pair of boots for ages. If you're even looking at the stream, that is.
I need... Probably could do with a... flat chair, but here we are. We'll just have to live with this. Always going to come in and be like, what the fuck is going on here?
Like, well, Ollie, we don't have the resources we need. Being innovative. Is that the right word for that? Innovative?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It is correct.
Wow, I actually used the correct word.
Congratulations. So did you know that the Yakuza get tattoos as like kind of like a badge of honor, but like it's like a thing, right? Like if you're in the Yakuza, you should have some like the huge back tattoos.
Is that why tattoos are taboo in Japan?
I mean, yes and no. They're taboo in Japan anyway.
Yeah, because they
because it's like purity of skin or something.
Right, I thought they related it to crime.
But then you add that layer on.
Right. Like many things, there's layers.
And the Yakuza have these huge back tattoos, right? They go from like hip to the top of your shoulder.
Nice.
And they're all hand poked.
Oh.
And that's the point. Like it's supposed to be a long and grueling thing.
Ugh, I would vomit all over the floor.
To show how long you've been a Yakuza, right? Because obviously it takes a really long time to finish them, but also to show that you can like bear the pain. Japanese people are getting better about tattoo culture though.
Nice.
Cool. That's good to hear.
There's a hand poke artist in Brighton, and her work is like really nice. It's like really like it looks like it's done by a machine, but it's all hand poked.
Wow.
And I really want her to do my hands, but also at the same time, I would probably vomit.
It doesn't sound pleasant.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know there's a Canadian and an Australian in our chat.
Oh,
so
hello everyone.
Hi everybody. Tell us where you're from, and then tell us if you're in a lockdown.
Give us your postcode. Don't give us your postcode.
Give
Jesus
me
Christ.
your street address.
No.
I just want to look at your houses on Google Maps. Is that illegal?
It is weird.
It is weird. Yes, I don't actually do that. That's not technically true. One time, when I was in a shitty minimum wage job. This is when the minimum wage was £6 something.
Ugh.
Yeah. And our area manager came to the store and then he left again. And somebody said to me, one of my colleagues said, do you know that he's got a house with a drive that's a mile long?
A mile long drive?
Yeah.
What?
And I was like, I earn £6.20 an hour. He can fuck off. So I found his address on the internal documentation. And I fucking Google Maps his house so I could look at his mile long drive that I had earned him. It was a mile long as well, bastard.
So I'm just going to fix
Let's
this
have a look.
boob.
US doesn't know the meaning of the word lockdown. Canadians sound off. We have no lockdown in Poland at the moment, surprisingly. How's it going in Poland? I haven't looked at the news recently. I kind of only get my news through Twitter, which is bad. But, you know, there comes a point where you have to stop reading the news because...
You get depressed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's impossible for a person to care about everything, and I'm trying to do that. Jenny said Melbourne several times in this stream in response to one of my comments. Yes, also because I realised relatively early on that I was trying not to, but I was unsubconsciously sort of trying to do the accent. And I know that Melbourne's just come out of a pretty long lockdown, so...
Grim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
School year started lockdown last year in Poland. I've been to uni for about 1 week before I had to go back home. That is tough.
Gross.
Brazil just made it so students have to get back to school unless they have some health problem. Also tough. Tough in the other way. Tough in the other direction. Ripperino. Yeah, the UK has... So, they say... The sort of talk on the news is that we're going to be back in lockdown over Christmas. We're going to have another quote-unquote lockdown Christmas.
What?
Right? But the government says, no, we're not doing that.
Wait, so who said that we're going to get a Christmas lockdown?
It's speculative in the news.
Oh.
Which means that I am going to assume that we're going to be in lockdown over Christmas. I'm sort of semi-planning that we're going to have another one of our get drunk and eat fried chicken Christmases.
I mean, that was a good time, but also, like, I want you to go see your family.
Yes, I would like to spend Christmas with my family for the first time in 3 years. That
yeah,
would be nice.
That would be nice.
But bearing in mind how the last Christmas went, where everybody said, so we should do a lockdown, right? And they was like, no. And everybody was like, okay, but we should do a lockdown, though, for serious. And they were like, no. And then, the Saturday before Christmas, they said, okay, we're doing a lockdown.
Oh, yeah.
And then they got angry at people for fleeing, basically.
Yeah.
Bastards.
I can't
50 cases in a week in the school district alone is doing well. Zixi, I don't know where you're from, but 50 cases in a week sounds like a dream.
I know, aren't we still on something ridiculous?
Tough time. Eccentric Villain's also Canadian. You say Melbourne more accurately than half of Melbournians. Melbourne. Well, that's because... I don't know if that's true, you're just being very generous, but I suspect that's because you share the root language with us and it hasn't been ruined. you know like when Americans say for example, they say Wiltshire, right? We say Wiltshire, sure, and they say Wiltshire.
Yeah,
they pronounce the Shire. Australians don't do that. They kept hold of the understanding that you just it.
Yeah. Shit. Oh, I hope we don't go into a Christmas lockdown. I was going to go stay with Jazz this year.
Ooh. That sounds nice.
Yeah. Not that I don't want to hang out with you and Ollie, but, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have plans.
Yeah, you got stuff to look forward to. I would like to make... I'd like to go to the butcher and get some bits so I can make some decent
yeah.
broth, like some stock.
Mm.
But I don't really know what to eat that with. I just want to eat it. Maybe we should have like soup dumplings. That sounds like a good idea. And then I'd like to make some more fried chicken.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put the cat this year.
Oh yeah, well if we don't, if we're locked down, she's not a problem.
Yeah. I might give her to my sister and be like, can you babysit my cat for me?
Yeah, I mean, we babysitted her puppy. So
yeah, and he
like
caused chaos.
He was very chaotic, yes, bless him. He was very sweet, though.
He's a very good boy. He just needs constant attention.
Hello, says Charlotte. That's a great drawing. I love it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I assume.
I realised one of the boots is a different line weight, so I've got to change that.
Is my voice still echoey doing basket? Because I'm sitting on the fucking floor.
Apparently you sound okay. From what I saw last, but I don't actually know. I'm going to delete this shoe, but I'm not going to delete the laces because fuck doing those again.
I feel sorry for... Ooh, hello, sorry about that. iPad fell over, pushed the microphone off the chair. Just gonna... Ooh.
Oh.
I've tabbed into something. I don't know what I'm doing.
You're slightly echoey.
Okay. Was it better than it was? Because if it isn't, then I'm trying to sit back up on the chair like a human being.
I don't know. I think it's better.
Dear the Shriekingwizardco, I saw your YouTube channel and I thought it'd be a good fit for our platform Throne.
What are you reading?
An email. We help creators earn a lot more by setting up a private room where you can stream a live show for your fans. A room charging $25 per month with 2,500 members would be worth $584,000 a year in take-home pay.
No. Get out of my house.
Who has the people, 2,500 people that would be $25 a month?
Ew.
$25 a month? I don't pay that for fucking my Netflix and Disney subscriptions. Thank you for following us on Twitch, by the way, if you are. Don't know if we're going to use it.
Probably not.
Ooh, another email that starts, Hi ABD Illustrates. I hope you're having a great week and a nice weekend planned. I don't believe you.
What are you on about?
I'm reading our emails, Amy. I don't believe it.
Okay. It shows how much I pay attention to Jenny.
So rude.
I'm sorry.
So rude. Okay.
I'll try and be a better friend.
No, you are definitely worse on the floor.
I think it's your mic.
You think it's generous, Jenny, to say it's accurate, and technically, yes.
I think we need to get a new
but
mic.
Also lots of multicultural hearing aids. I don't understand what you're saying to me. Sorry.
I think we need to get a new mic.
Oh, I'm not voidy anymore.
Honestly, I don't know who to believe anymore.
I'm just gonna ignore you now. My least favourite brand of email is this a scam?
Oh yeah, but you gotta like fucking Google search into the night of, is this a scam?
Because like they always come in the forms of, hello, we'd like to pay you some money, which we rather desperately need, and would like, I'm willing to take on job offers, but I don't want to have to fucking research you to work out if it's a scam. If your email has a link to it that says, if you're interested, please fill in this form, guess what? You're going in the fucking bin. I just don't trust you.
Nah.
How many offers from Nike must I refuse? Okay, I don't... Look, if I'm echoing. We're just going to have to live with it together, okay?
And now I play the game of, is all of my line work joined up? Whap! I think it is.
And also, like, I understand that a lot of people associate us with Alex, right? because he is a wizard.
He is.
And also he is my friend. You know, and I'm fairly realistic about the fact that he has 10 times more subscribers than we do. But I intensely dislike people sending us emails that are for him.
Like, hey, can you tell Alex this thing? No.
Yeah, like, fuck off. I'm fairly sure that if Alex has his own inbox, and if he didn't respond to you in his inbox, guess what? He's not going to respond to you in this one.
Well,
we got an email. I'm not telling you this story, mate. I'm telling the chat this story. We got a couple of emails.
okay. I guess I'll stop listening then.
You've heard it before. We got a couple of emails from a guy who you could put his name into fucking YouTube, and all of the responses on Google would be like, "Is this a scam?" Which is a good sign. And his email starts, "Hi Alex," and then the next line is, "Congratulations on having X number of patrons," which is like so confusing to me, because it means he did enough research to know that Alex is in the Wizards, right? Alex is a wizard, and we have a certain number of patrons, but his research didn't go far enough to tell him that, like, Alex isn't like our owner. He's not like the CCO. If anything, I am. Gotta love somebody from fake Nike trying to get us on board then.
Fake Nike.
Fikey. What's the other one? Levi's. HTC have been quite persistent recently. It's like, the emails are always like, "Dear influencer, we are HTC." Anyway, you are all belong to Alex. That's true. Who wouldn't sell their soul for a bit of bread? Just a little nibble.
I mean, if bread suddenly got wiped from the earth, I would certainly sell my soul for some. Oh man, I got home from shopping the other day and I was like, I don't need to buy bread this week because I've already got half a loaf, and I opened the cupboard and it was mouldy.
So annoying.
I was so upset. I really wanted poached eggs on toast today.
Or like the other week when I was like avoiding opening and eating the spare buns in the burger bun packet because I didn't want the others to go stale. And then when it came to burger night and I opened the fucking packet and they were mouldy.
Your heart breaks.
Rage. Brad, I just want to make sure that you know that my exasperation with people emailing us addressed to you isn't something that you should feel bad about or anything. Because in general, I don't care. I get it. I understand. You've got a bigger channel than us, but it's just like somebody on the other end put in some amount of effort to find out that ABD Illustrators is associated with this email address. They didn't put in literally any thought. And that's the thing that really annoys me.
No thought, head empty.
Lol, if Nike actually legitimately reached out to us, I would 100% take that sponsorship.
Really?
Yeah. Fucking Nike, they got shit tons of money. But also, I would be like, yes, we, as a company, professionally sit down a lot. So would you like a pair of running shoes?
I'll wear them for the fashion.
Discovering a mouldy loaf is as terrifying as cold callers. You know, that reminds me of...
What are cold callers?
Like when you answer the phone and it's a robot or something.
Oh man, I had one of those like when I was living on my own, and it was like... so everyone knows my immense fear of HMRC. My biggest fear in the world, right? I pick up the phone and it's like, HMRC have sent out a warrant for your arrest. And I was like... and obviously me being an idiot, I believed it and I just started crying. Just cried.
I mean, that's not unreasonable because that's what it's designed to do, right? It's designed to make you so scared that you comply and give them a bunch of money.
Yeah.
But like, you know that our generation, like, you don't pick up the phone to an answer a number that you don't recognize, right? And that is the fault of cold calling, right? Spam literally has killed a method of communication.
Yeah.
Because, like, no government could get their shit together to make it illegal. So we just don't use the phone anymore.
No.
Just don't answer the phone.
What colour should I make her top?
I don't know, I can't even see her.
No, well, I'm not talking to you. Sorry, that's really rude.
Jim Sterling did a video to email back to the bombardment of proposals. I wish it was worth doing that, because they're very obviously scams. You know? If I don't answer the phone, it's because I don't recognise your number. Please leave a message or send a text. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if it's important, they'll leave me a voicemail.
Yeah, exactly. Also,
hey,
who calls without texting first? Like, are you a psycho? Like, you don't just come into my house without knocking.
Well, unless you work at like a retail job, the manager will usually ring you. But then again, you usually put that down as the work number. It's just me who hasn't done that.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, you know that person, right? Even if it is through work, you know who that person is. You've seen their face before. Like, you would answer the phone to that. But also, if my mum rang me right now at 20 to 9, I would assume that somebody would have died.
Yeah.
There's no good reason to ring me. Ooh, the microphone is slipping again. If I'm still echoing, I might just sit on the table. Like
I thought you didn't care.
Well, now I'm sort of beginning to ache in an old person way.
I'll just sit back at the table. We're going to echo regardless.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Mom.
Okay. Big clunk as the microphone goes back on the table.
I just realised that this lady is going to be wearing a lot of black, and that's fine because I wear a lot of black. But when it comes to colour, it's not very interesting.
No, that's okay. Some things are that's just the way things are.
Right.
Okay, I've returned to the table. Echo be damned.
She's back.
Only cool when it's urgent. Exactly.
Even urgent calls make me want to cry. Because obviously, that's the whole point.
That's the point. Well, I mean, I say that. I doubt anybody, like, legitimately thinks, oh, you know what, I really need to make Amy cry right now. Just give her a call. I need those Amy tears.
I do cry like a hysteric maniac. Like when I really cry, it's like sobbing.
I'm tired all of a sudden. Where's this come from?
I don't know.
A hard day of playing Genshin. Should ask Ollie to take the chair washing out to and dry. I just turned it off. Also, introverted people can form sentences when texting. That's true. Kimberly says, what bothers me is when an older generations find it so weird that phone calls bother us, and we're like, yeah, it interrupts the day. A text is a polite way to not infringe on our time unnecessarily. Exactly.
Do you know what annoys me about older generations? When they refuse to apologise because they believe because they're older they think they're right.
Yeah. Yeah, or older people who have, like, the way that they're behaving is like bad learned behaviour, and therefore they are acting like children, and that really ticks me off because I'm like, you have had all this time to learn to not be like this, and you're wrong. I don't know if you're not a. Would you like to live in a desert, Amy? I mean, like, I'm not saying, you know, like a wooden hut on the edge of the fucking Death Valley. I mean, like, in, like, let's say Salt Lake City.
Don't know. I like a lot of green. I like green.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I was
That's a really good point.
I was literally thinking earlier
I'm just
about...
thinking like hot cold, but the greenery makes a huge difference.
I was thinking about earlier, because I grew up literally in the middle of nowhere, and I was thinking earlier about how much I miss this very specific feeling and smell, and in the future I very much want to go back to that.
Me too. We're caught in the middle of the thing at the moment where I really like being... We're within either a train ride or a walking distance of literally every service we could ever need, you know, and also some really good food and a little bit of culture. And if I were to go back to the thing that I really miss, which is like the quiet when you look out over a field and there is not just like it sounds quiet, but it is also quiet.
There's this very specific bird song that I miss. I can't imitate it, but there's a very specific bird song that I really, really miss, and I want that again. I just need it. Like, I was literally thinking about, like, it was a very deep thought for what I was doing. I can't even remember what. I think I was like filling up a bottle of like for drink, and I was just like, what would truly make me happy right now? And then that's when I started thinking about that, and I was like, I need to go back. I miss it.
Yeah, and those places are... They sort of almost feel sacred, but they are deserts of a different kind, right? Where the internet's bad and, you know, there's nothing there. You need to drive for miles to get to a decent restaurant or like some of those things you don't know that you miss those things until you do them, I think. Like, I'm not a particularly restauranty person, like particularly I don't think we have a restaurant culture here like we do in the States, right? Because it's more expensive to eat out, but like I think you're moving back to where I grew up. Like, I don't know where, if I wanted to go try something, like it would be like, okay, what variety of pub do you want to go to, right? Here's 10 pubs. Which ones haven't you been to? The number of parents I've had bitch at me about why their precious grand spawn didn't get into university. Like, if I was in charge of that, would I be standing here dealing with you, Susan? Yeah, and also, like, it's not my problem, frankly. I don't know what it's like in other places, but it's almost impossible not to get into university in this country. Yeah,
it's kind of just like, you've really got to know what you want to do after college, otherwise you're just going to go to uni.
Yeah. Like, my college grades were not good. I went to uni.
None of my grades ever were good. Actually, except for my first and second year uni.
Though, to be fair,
I've got a 2-1.
I don't know how I would have done getting into... Like, if I had gone to do politics like I originally intended, I don't know how well I would have done in terms of getting in, because I went to an interview for where we went to university, and the course lecturer, professor, leader, whatever, we did a one-on-one interview, and then he walked me around he came and got me from the reception, and he walked me back round because there was huge construction going on, a big glass thing, which is the library. That wasn't there when I went for my interview.
Yeah, neither was it for me.
So he basically had to show me how to get back out the building. And the entire time that we weren't around, we were talking. And then at the end, by the time I got on the train to get the way back, I had an offer, which sounds really impressive, except it was basically first come, first serve, and the interview was not for you to prove that you could do it, but was to see if you were genuinely interested or not. And I was. So he let me in. doing music was for a Russell Group uni.
What does that mean?
It's one of the red bricks. It's like Cambridge and Oxford are Russell Group universities.
Oh. Fancy.
I think. I might pull that out my ass. It feels familiar. It feels right. Very fancy. Yeah. That's a different life for me. A different trajectory. At like 14 I was like, yes, gonna do really well with my GCSEs, gonna go to college, gonna do politics, gonna go to Cambridge, because that's what my grandfather wants me to do. Not that he specifically wanted me to do politics, but he definitely wanted me to go to Cambridge. And then somebody was like, it's gonna be really hard, you have to study. I was like,
ew.
Maybe I won't. Maybe I just won't. It's a made up club by unis who were like, we'll do X amounts of research and therefore call ourselves elite. It means nothing in real terms. Yeah, but on paper it means a great deal. Hence the people who are shouting at you. Shocking. Okay. It's 10 to 9. Should we talk about what's coming up?
Yeah.
Let's talk about what has come before this week. Episode 3 of Alien, which has some very good scares in it, and also nearly killed me, Amy, and Alex, and I wasn't even in the room when it was being recorded.
You weren't even in the house.
No. So, definitely recommend that. The first 5 minutes I think are hilarious. They're both very tense because you're both very scared, but then the frantic panic is so funny. And then yesterday, no wait, that was yesterday, right? Friday.
Yeah.
What came out on Tuesday?
I don't know.
Fucking hell. Oh, we didn't have a video on Tuesday, we did a live stream, which you can go watch. Apparently it was really good. I watched 5 minutes of it, or maybe I was there at the end. I'm having a crisis, which is the name of this episode of Alien. I don't remember most things these days, but you can watch all of our streams back. They're all on our channel forever. I recommend it. I recommend watching the Genshin ones. They're good. They're funny. I don't know if Ink's listening to it, so if he's in the call, but Ink fully admitted that he'd like Ningguang to step on him, so he didn't say that. He said he'd be her house husband, which is fine. Next week, next Tuesday. Let's look at the calendar. Because as we've just discussed, apparently I don't remember anything. Ooh, this week's Patreon post was about the Justicars, which are a group of people from the world of High Hopes Low Rolls that I wrote special. Today is Saturday. We're doing a live stream right now. Next week, our good friend Katie joins us on the mainland for a couple of days to hang out.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in literally years.
Literally years. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time.
I'm very excited.
Do some dumb stuff. I haven't talked to Katie about this, or anybody in person, but I was thinking we should record a Zada in DM whilst she's here.
Oh yeah.
That'd be nice. Have a little chat. So look out for that. That might be coming.
If we get around to doing it.
Yeah. So next Tuesday is a very special video that we have worked really hard on.
I'm very excited.
That has lots of really good... It's really good. I'm very pleased with it. It's another episode of Homebrew Handbook, which is our series where we look at... where we do like a little radio play. We talk about a monster. I'm not going to reveal the monster yet, I don't think. But
no.
It's a good one. Y'all should definitely watch it when it comes out Tuesday. Please. I can't unstate it enough. So good. Dead pleased with it. Looking forward to doing another one.
What, Homebrew Handbook?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't wait either. We've got to choose which one we want to do.
Mm. Let's go back to the calendar. Next Friday, there's another episode of Alien. And our patrons will be getting an update. If you're interested, the Justicasts, by the way, are from Homebrew Handbooks, where we first introduced them to you. So if you're interested in them and that, then you should definitely go to Patreon and look at that. Episode 4 of Alien goes out on the 29th, which is next Friday. And then episode 5, we wanted to release on Halloween. So that goes out on the 5th. Nope, that is the 5th episode, and it goes out on the 31st. There's some editing in that is wrong. Like, you guys said something about this one would be the one closest to Halloween, and I thought that we'd be doing them weekly, so in the notes I was like, lol, no.
Oh. But we were right.
But you were right. I didn't want to re-render it, and also I thought, you know what? I've been mean to you for 5 episodes, you can have this one. I'll leave it in. Yeah, I just didn't feel like doing another half an hour of rendering for like 5 words.
Don't blame you.
Yeah. If you ever employ me to do your editing for you, I would re-render it for you in a heartbeat, okay?
But because it's us.
But because it's us.
I'm not gonna lie, I have a bit of a crush on this character that I'm drawing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And Halloween. I don't think we're not streaming next Saturday because it's Halloween and we're gonna be doing something together.
Only hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out.
Yeah, turns out we're going out. We're coming back home on Halloween because we're going up on the Saturday, 30th.
Yes. And then we're going back on Halloween.
Yeah. So we'll be here for inevitable trick-or-treaters if we get any.
It's fine. Tie in the dart like we always do.
Yeah.
We could. We'll probably have to get some candy just in case. Not that we haven't had any previously, but it's been.
Well, the reason
COVID.
we didn't get any last year is because it was like fresh lockdown.
That's true. Jeez Louise, we have to get some candy and not eat it.
Candy.
Maybe we'll do something on Sunday evening. Maybe not. We'll see. See how we feel. I think that's everything. If you're interested in Fool's Gold or you like Dungeons and Dragons, you should go to Kickstarter and look up the Fool's Gold campaign and get yourself a copy of the Fool's Gold campaign guide.
Yeah, man. They worked really fucking hard on it.
They did, and it's full of cool stuff.
Yes.
Literally packed. Absolutely heaving.
Heaving.
Bum. How hope you've all had a nice evening with us, chat. I'm just having a little scroll back. Genshin streams on my face is doing biscuit. That's so nice of you to hear. Thank you very much. Jenny, you came in at the end to hear Beth say she got 48 new DIY recipes from my Animal Crossing island. That's very impressive. If you've got any left, Kimberly, I will at some point be round to get some. Oh, thank you to whoever just purchased something on Redbubble.
Oh.
We have a Redbubble, by the way, where you can get stickers and stuff. Soup Gang. Soup Supremacy. Our next stream is going to be called the Ningguang Supremacy because we all have her. I pulled her like 4 or 5 times last week, and Ink loves her, so we're just gonna run around as his waifu.
Yeah, I'll stop doing this drawing for now because we've run out of time, but I'll get it finished and I'll get it posted at some point.
I'm gonna see if I can catch up with the image. The last time I saw it, it was an hour and a half ago, so I'm gonna see if I can load it in.
She's got some colour now.
Ooh, very nice. I like it. Oh my god, I forgot that Nick is in Australia, and I forgot that means it's like 5 AM where you are.
What are you doing? Go to bed!
Or don't start your morning this way. That can't be healthy. Hello, sir.
I think it's dinner time.
Yes, if you heard the clattering of cutlery, that means to tell you that it's my dinner time. And I must be departing.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I had fun. It's been a long while since we've done this.
Yeah.
I want to do it again.
We will. We're just super busy at the moment in terms of making stuff, so we'll have to see.
Yeah. Well, if I get another 2 days off in a row, then I'll definitely
jump on. That's why we haven't done a midweek in a while.
Yeah.
But hopefully, because we get to November, the more things will clear. Did you see the email that I posted into the Discord?
Oh, what about the progress?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad they like it.
It's 7 a.m. I fall asleep at 10 p.m. So it's 7 hours sleep, and I'm fine.
Okay, as long as you're good. I don't want you being like...
Oof. I mean, that still seems unholy and unreasonable to me, Nick, but whatever, you know, your profile picture, I'm assuming, is your headshot, makes you look like you're a healthy young man, unlike me, a gremlin.
Like all of us here at the Shriekingwizardco.
I'm sure your bones can take it.
I simply cannot.
I will turn to dust if I have to get up at 7 a.m. Yes, anyway, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. We'll talk to you guys at some point again soon.
Sorry for the echo. We'll try and sort it out for the next stream.
We won't remember.
We won't remember.
Go to High Hopes Low Rolls on WebToons and look at our comic book and like the page and leave us a comment and leave a comment on the WebToons page telling us that you came from the live stream. That would be fun. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going now.
When I
remember how to turn it off.
Hang on a minute, it's been a while.
Hang on a minute.
I'm a bit crusty.
Oh no. Emma.
Oh. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.